Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Democracy 3. Now, I just want to say a couple of little things before we get started. The first thing is that I tried to load up this Russian save, and it just wasn't working. Every time I tried to progress to the next turn, it would just crash, and my computer would just go into meltdown, and it was just not very good. So instead, I have scoured the Steam store and have found a fantastic new country to play as, and that country is Estonia. So, gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's get started. And yeah, let's click to return to government and see what happens. Congratulations on your election victory. Thank you very much. Begin our term in office. Let's do it. Okay, so straight off the bat, here we can see that we have a couple of problems, and when I say a couple, I mean quite a lot of problems. First, let's check our debt levels. Our debt levels are, wow, 1,820 billion. well, that is a lot. Let's look at crime. Crime seems to be a major problem for us at the moment. Inner city riots are costing us 3 billion. Ooh, not good. Poverty, unemployment, crime. Crime is through the roof. Violent crime is also very, very high. Armed robbery, handgun laws. Okay, so we need to change things around a bit. Okay, let's... Total ban. It's going to cost us 40 political capital to raise it. Oh, goodness me. That's a lot. That is a lot. Police. That work? It's only going to cost an extra 1.5 billion, so let's do that right now. Community policing. That's really not going to do that much for us, is it? Let's look at some of our other problems, actually. Class warfare. Inequality has grown so stark that people have actually taken to the streets to redress the difference between the rich and poor. So, equality, why is that so low? Ghettos. How do we get rid of ghettos? Get rid of vigilante mobs first, though. We need to get crime down. We need to get crime right down. Is there any policies that we can introduce, perhaps? I don't really know. Let's have a look. Any policies that we can introduce that would help? Police drones? No, not really. Propaganda. Spread the positive the positive side of your administration. Believe us, that seems like it was added in a mod. Mandatory microchip implant. Ooh, these are a lot of confidential things that are going on here. Race Discrimination Act, yeah, that would probably reduce racial tension. A drastic solution to serious street crime and vandalism. Gated communities are basically self-policed residential areas. They are popular with the wealthy, but often associated with class divide. Well, we don't want to do anything that would actually aggravate class divide. Uncompetitive economy. We're almost at the position where it's stopping. So maybe some more investment in certain areas would bump that up a little bit. Not quite sure. Not many people like us, but crime is definitely the main source of worry, I think. Well, definitely this law and order chunk. Everything is just these inner city riots are costing us a lot of money. If we can get rid of them, then that would put us in a good position. What is this dead hand thing? No idea. Let's go to the next turn. See what happens. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed that Russian one fell apart, but hey ho, what can you do? GDP has fallen a little bit. Crime is not doing well. Automated trading. Can we just abolish it? I don't know. could abolish it, but it's going to cost us 11 political capital. Really don't want to spend that much to it. Debt protection, we're going to limit agency activity because the poor people need to like us. We have 49 political capital. That screams to me enough to introduce a new tax. Flat income tax. That's probably the go-to tax, I would say. Mansion tax, that's also something we can introduce, but we're probably going to introduce it later. Punitive wealth tax, that also seems like a pretty popular tax. No, what we're going to do is the flat income tax. It's going to further reduce inequality, but it's going to raise us like 100 billion. That's what we're going to aim for, 100 billion. And hopefully now we can start sorting out inequality once our debt problems have disappeared. That'll be nice if we can get them gone. Introduce powers, leave unchanged. Introduce powers, yeah, why not? We have a massive budget surplus. Our debt is starting to tail off now, but we still have a long, long way to go. How much? What's our debt interest? Yeah, our debt interest is 7.34. That can't be allowed to progress any further. We need to work on getting that down. What's our interest rates like? AAA. That's good. That is great. Much rather AAA than you know, C or triple C or whatever it is. But our debt is still way too high. It looks like the global economy is about to pick up. It looks like it's troughed. It's come to the bottom. Alcohol abuse, that could start coming down, hopefully, soon. Alcohol consumption. Probably the alcohol tax, we bump this up. And yeah, we deal with it. However, class warfare is still a little bit of a problem for us. This mansion tax is going to get introduced, and we're going to introduce it right now. If we have enough for it. In fact, we can introduce the punitive wealth tax. In fact, we introduce the punitive tax on superstores. That'll make us even more money, and people will be way more happy with us. It's going to reduce GDP by a little bit. Car usage is going to go down. Self-employed, environmentalists, socialists are going to like us. Capitalists are not going to like us, and we're going to get an extra 3 billion from that. So that is just a nice little boost. Next turn, priceless art theft. Never seen that before. Don't really care. Poverty is on the increase, and that's presumably because of the alcohol tax that we just increased. Not great, but hey ho. Crime, we want to see coming down. We want to see it coming down soon. Intelligence services. Yeah, let's bump that up. And we're probably going to have to see if we can introduce any policies that are, I don't know, armed police perhaps? Gated communities? No, don't really want to do that. Propaganda. What is this? Should we try introducing this just to see what it is? I think we probably should. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. It's only going to cost us 3 billion, so that's nice. Next turn. Let's go. We're fairly flying through these turns, aren't we? Yep. Tax evasion. That's not great. How do we deal with this? We introduce the... Yeah, give property to squatters, why not? Equal rights and all. We're getting rid of our debt slowly but surely. It is happening. Global economy is still shrinking. Getting worse and worse and worse. What do we need to do though? We need to... Oh, I had it. What do we need to introduce? We need to introduce a policy. Ah yes, the Welfare Detection Squad Fraud Unit or whatever it was. What was it? Welfare Fraud Department. Yeah, let's do that. Welfare Fraud Department, that's good. And then hopefully tax evasion is going to go down. Either that or we scale back one of these taxes. Neither of which I want to do. So we'll continue. Ethnic plot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's look at our threat assessment. Let's look at our threat assessment. Oh, my goodness. My goodness me. We haven't even done anything. We've literally introduced a tax. That's it. I don't even know. I don't even know. Is this starting to come down? Yes, it is. Is this starting to come down? Not really. Oh, my goodness. Handgun laws. No, we can't raise it. We don't have enough political capital to do that. We probably won't. That's pretty much at its max. Poverty is... Oh, goodness sake. Everything is just going to shit, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Welfare. Food stamps. Let's introduce food stamps and fully fund it. Okay. See what else we can introduce. State housing. Let's introduce state housing. Fully fund it. Let's introduce rent controls. No. Public services. No, don't really want to do any of this nonsense here. We do need to beware that we are in a primarily sort of socialist country, so that is going to be something that we'll need to consider. Most of our electorate are socialist. That's fine. That's not really a big deal. Introduce this minimum wage. Ethnic minorities, they don't really like us, do they? Ghettos. Why are they still around? They shouldn't be. Immigration is quite low. Let's go to the next turn. Yeah, so as I said, we're really getting through these turns fairly quickly. Crime is down a significant chunk. Failed assassination attempt. Great. Great. Already we're in a pretty sticky situation. That's less than ideal. Why is this not ended yet? Why is this not ended? Is poverty... Did poverty go down? Poverty went down a lot. Yeah, that's a nice chunk that it went down by. State housing really helped out. So did food stamps, actually. GDP. GDP's on the increase. That's good. Uncompetitive economy has ended. I don't know why. But it did. We were never really aiming to solve that, but I guess we just did. Socialists like us. Ethnic minorities do not like us. They don't like us at all, do they? Oh, border controls. Yeah, let's scale it right back. Yeah, let's do it. Scale it right back. And then we'll hit the next turn, and then we'll see what else is in store for us. Click to return to government. Armed robbery has ended. Awesome. A failed assassination attempt again. GDP is down, really. It's only down by a little bit, though, so that's alright. Economic forecast. Global economy looks like it's going up and down at the moment. We are still reducing the amount of debt we have, and to be honest, it's good because our debt interest is now not as much of a pressing issue for us, which is lovely. Class warfare is higher than ever. People really don't like the fact that, you know, equality just isn't a thing. I mean, just not good. State housing is improving that, though, so that's nice. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else to say apart from the fact that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, then please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.